Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle and I'm here to do a love reading for Capricorn. Um, yes, this is for anyone with Capricorn in their chart, which we all have it somewhere. But if it doesn't resonate, don't try and make it fit. You'll know if this is your story or not. And I do have lots of other readings on my channel, so feel free to check those out if this one isn't working for you. And my readings are timeless. So whenever you catch this, most of my readings, not the dailies, but whenever you catch this is the right time for you. And also, I'm going to be looking at you and your person. And so, you know, uh, roles can be reversed. So, let it just fit it as it makes sense, I guess. I didn't say that right, but hello, Jojo. Let's find out. Where is the love? Where is the love, Jojo? Yeah, so I'm going to start with the Angelic Messenger cards. Pick one for you. Willingness. You've got some willingness. That's good. What about your person? Your person has wholeness. A lot of nesses. Willingness and wholeness. Wholeness. Wholeness makes me think of focusing on themselves, trying to build themselves up, become more whole. But let's find out. Let's do some clarification. I'm curious first about what this willingness is all about. What is this willingness? Oh yeah, Jojo. Finally got your joke. Gen A. Yeah, it took me a minute. You're funny. And by the way, excuse me, Capricorn, while I address my friend Jojo here. Jojo, you and Redbeard, that last kind of back and forth thing, the last time you both were here, had me in tears, laughing so hard. I would love to be able to do some kind of, like, I don't know, Zoom or something with you guys where I could just like talk to you guys. All right. All right. Back to the reading. Back to the reading. So I want to know what this willingness is. We all know what it is, but let's find out. Willingness, yeah, feeling very passionate, moving forward, very passionately with a lot of momentum. And sometimes this can be an inward journey. Sometimes this can be figuring out what you want to do that's going to really fulfill you. But it can also be a literal journey as well. And somehow the momentum is building. And moon. Being willing to see past the illusion of things, see past your own self-deception, see past others' deception. Sometimes we can be into a person so much that we willingly see past the, look past the red flags. We don't want, we want to, believe what we want to believe. We want to believe in the fantasy. And this card is speaking to that, of just like being willing to finally see the truth. And that's where you build your momentum, I think. For your person, what is wholeness? What is this wholeness about? Excuse me. Messenger of water. This is about their wholeness is about learning to love themselves more. learning to appreciate who they are, to heal themselves, and be able to return that. As RuPaul says, how if you can't love yourself, how in the hell are you going to love somebody else? So I think that's what your person is realizing. What they're doing is they're coming back to who they are, so that they are actually able to love authentically, genuinely. And 5 of air. Yeah, there's been tension and conflict in their life, and they're choosing through cultivating the self-love. They're choosing to rise above it. They're choosing to find their balance, to um rather than feeding the tension and conflict, rather than feeding the drama, the crazy, whatever it is. They are allowing themselves to step back. They're choosing to be happy over being right, choosing to love themselves over keeping themselves held down, stuck in some way, which is always good. Here, I want to keep going with this deck. I want to know how you feel about your person. How does Capricorn feel about their person? 5 of earth. Once again, we get seeing beyond the illusion of something. You're seeing them in a whole new way. However you were seeing them before, you're understanding now that there is much more to them. There's much more to the story. There's a much bigger picture. How else do you feel about them? Page of earth. It seems it's you would like to have a new beginning with them. Maybe it's kind of seeing them in this whole new way is kind of because you have the bigger picture, the bigger story. You're like, okay, I can work with this. I understand now what I'm dealing with, and being willing to put in the effort to make something come of that. You're learning what you need to do, and seeing, taking those steps towards potentially making this work out. That's kind of what I'm getting. I mean, because with a new beginning, it's how you feel about them. You're dedicated to making something happen and seeing the tangible results from that. Hmm. How does your person feel about you? Mm-mm. Messenger of fire. They feel like you might be quite feisty. But that you're very innovative and creative. That you're someone who's on a mission. Um, I feel like they find you quite inspiring. You have a lot of passion. And also they feel like you're you're very good at communicating. You have a lot of wisdom to impart. You've got this passion and this fire, and you're also very, very down to earth, as you are, as you can be, Capricorn. Um, and you're very good at setting healthy boundaries. I feel like your person really thinks very highly of you, feels very highly of you. um, Let me look at the Dreaming Way Tarot. Ooh, if I can grab it. I need to figure out some way to have my cards. They're just kind of like all around me. Okay. So what what has happened in the recent past that's brought you to this point from your perspective? Page of Pentacles. Same card. You've been somehow there again, because pages are all about communication. Lots of communication here. Lots of communication here. Yeah, you are a communicator, a master communicator, and you're all about learning. You're all about building your knowledge, your understanding in order to communicate even that much better. And um, focused on your physical world, focused on creating some kind of stability in your physical world. I think it is a therapy day. Check out the Gemini general reading I just did. That was really, really good. Um, 10 of Cups. You are very focused on creating this life, this feeling of ultimate fulfillment. Um, Maybe this is where you were at. You were actually in this connection with this person, and thought you had it all. The family, the love, the prosperity, all the good things. You got to this point. Because this is what brought you up to this point. Either you got to this point or you're educating yourself on how to do this. This is what you really want. On your person side, oh my God, I have the itchiest nose. What in the world is going on? I was going to say Gemini, Capricorn. um, this is this is what happened in the recent past up to this point for your person. From their perspective, we have the Sun, which is the happiest card in the deck. Your person was really feeling really happy, feeling like, okay, here's this new beginning. With the baby and like everything's illuminated and warm and bright and shiny. I mean, that looks really good. And then they get the Nine of Wands. This is a card of determination, but also of being a wounded warrior. Maybe somehow they ended up feeling like battle worn, that somehow like it was really good and happy in some respects, but then in some ways it was really heavy and difficult. And there you weren't seeing eye to eye on some things. It's like both having this idea but not being on the same page. God, it's really good sometimes, but then it's really not good sometimes. Especially because you got that the moon and the Five of Pentacles. Twice you're kind of there's this thinking things were one way, but they were actually another, and needing to see. You're starting to understand this, what happened, see beyond that. Let me go to my black deck. What do you think about your person? Capricorn, what do you think about your person? Two of Pentacles. You think that they have a choice to make. That they're trying to find balance. They're could be juggling something, juggling their, it's not always juggling another person. They could just be kind of like, do I do this or do I do that? One way or another way. Do I let myself think this thing or think that thing? It's juggling head over heart. somehow they're kind of, they haven't made a choice. We'll put it that way. They're working on it. And the Hierophant. You think that this, I feel like you think that this person is worth investing in, that they are, that you would love to get married to them. I mean, this very much can be a card of marriage. Also, it can be a card of like the spiritual advisor, someone who has some kind of wisdom, has some kind of connection to the higher realms. Maybe your person is, what they do is kind of spiritually based, or maybe they're some kind of counselor or advisor. Um, hmm. What does your person think of you? King of Pentacles. Someone who's very prosperous, who's very willing to put in the effort to get what you need, to get what you want in life. Very dependable, grounded, stable, super abundant. Yeah, your person thinks very highly of you. For sure, for sure. How else do they think of you? Three of Cups. Someone who they can have a good time with. You show them a good time, they feel happy when they're with you. Three of Cups can also be third party situation though. Could be, that you, when you're with them, it's really great, but then like other things take you away. Again, not always another person. It could just be that, sometimes your job takes precedence. Maybe you're a workaholic, maybe you've got family that you need to attend to. And maybe that's a part of why they're having a hard time here, why there have been these battles, because they're like, hey, what about me? And you're like, I'm sorry, I got other things. And they're like, at a certain point, feel a little bit like neglected, maybe. Hmm. Okay. So where are we at? Let's go to the Osho Zen. The Osho Zen Tarot. Um, what are your intentions towards your person? Capricorn, what are your intentions? Compromise. I feel like this person, like, I'm guessing this person has let you know in some way how they've been feeling. And you're like, "Oh, I'm so sorry that you felt like I was neglecting you. I did not mean to. I'm just busy." It happens. And you're just like, "Okay, what can I do to make you understand that I'm here with you, that I'm willing to put in the effort? I will absolutely compromise." Both of these characters here are not happy. They're connected, but it's like it, it's almost like compromising on something that you feel like you shouldn't even have to, that you're like, well, I mean, okay, I'll give you more of myself, but like, I don't know. Somehow there's something here where you feel just a little bit like it's unfair that you're being asked to compromise on something when you're like, but this is necessary, something. Um Intensity, but I think you really love this person. You see them as your wish fulfillment, and you're like, I will compromise, and I'm determined to make this a reality, to make this happen. The opinionated mama. What Awesome name. Hello. I'm not doing personal readings right now. This is just a general love reading for Capricorn. So there may be something in here for you. Um, so what are your person's intentions towards you? Consciousness. Huh. Consciousness. You're, yeah, because your person is really focusing on themselves, coming to this place where they feel peaceful, connected, connected to their higher power, connected to themselves, um, really listening to their intuition. They're trying to be more open to you as well. I think this is their form of compromise also, or as well. Um, exhaustion. This is their intentions toward you. I think their intention has to do with that they do not want to be in this place. 9, oh my god, this is the same card. Feeling exhausted, feeling depleted, feeling like they're so done with the fighting. They want peace and serenity. And if this is going to work, this is their intention. I think they want to make it work. Or that at least moving towards this, trying again, is going to be like not doing this anymore, not feeling stuck, feeling like everything's all discombobulated. This is being at peace, being on the same page, figuring out how to do that. And I think you're willing. And if they come forward, which I think they are, you're like, yeah, okay, going for it. Heck, hell yes. Hell yes. Okay. Um, I want to get an outcome. Let's just see what the outcome is from here. I am going to look at what's it called? I always forget. The Guardian Tarot, my newest deck. I am so in love with this deck. And I'm going to read from the book as well. So we're looking at the outcome here. On your side, you have the 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands, which is typically a card of victory. Bodes well. Let me find those wands. 6 of Wands. As this card appears in a reading, it signifies that now is the time to pull away from the security that has grounded you. You have learned your lessons, developed your skills, and are ready to step forward. Those who support and love you will continue to cheer and support your progress. So yeah, you're letting this be a lesson to you of how you can show up in a new way. Even if you don't totally get it, you're like, I'm listening. I'm listening to what you need. And your person's just like, wow, thank you. You're amazing. I love you. um, 4 of Pentacles. So again, this is on your side, kind of outcome. What we got here? 4 of Pentacles. As this card is drawn, live by your truth, your grounding belief. Abide by the words that you have taken to represent your own. Revel and cherish in being unified with others who share in your sentiments. I feel like you two are getting on the same page. This is working out. You're speaking your truth. This is, again, this is how they see you. And you are allowing them the space to speak their truth. And you're being open to it and really listening and really figuring out how you can work with them. to make this work. Yeah, it's good. All right, on your person side, we get the sun again. Oh my God. Yes. You really make your person happy. Very much so. You are the light that warms them, that just you make their day. Seriously. It's really sweet. Aw, Capricorn, that's really sweet. Sun. The guardian is here to inspire you to grasp the energy of the sun, harness the power, and utilize it to put your plans in motion to bring about success. Your person wants success with you in this connection. Just as she allows the energy to flow from her, allow your bliss to be ever evident in your pursuits. When people cross your path, they are aware of this inner energy, which you carry right at the very core of your being. As the rays of your inner sun graze across the skin of those who cross your path, you open their souls and inspire. So, yeah, your person is leveling up. You make them happy. The potential of you two being together is really just they're filled with joy and excitement, and that is contagious, and it's affecting them. When so often you see people in love, like, you can't help but smile because they're glowing. And that's where your person is at. They've learned to love themselves, and they're extending that to you, and knowing that they can have their wish fulfillment with you is just making it increasing that love. It's pretty beautiful. And 5 of Swords. Wow. Okay. Same card. 5 of Swords. It's that whole thing. Like, life is never just wine and roses, as they say. There's always going to be things we bump up against, even in the best of situations. Tears of anger, rage, sorrow, and even happiness all serve their purpose, as this guardian reminds us, and that is all right. Allow them to come to the surface, glide across the skin, and with each drop, leave. Yeah. Which speaks to me of being in any relationship, romantic or otherwise. There are feelings that come up that we bring out in one another. In this particular situation, your person loves you, you make them really happy, but yes, there are moments when you don't see eye to eye. I don't know if there's any relationships, romantic connections, where people completely get along all the time, see eye to eye all the time. It's not realistic. It doesn't happen. And that's okay. That's where we learn to compromise. We have our moments, we have our fights, but then we talk about it and we get over it. And you are so good at talking about it that you feel the feelings, your person feels the feelings, and then they let them go and continue to move forward, continue to move on, which is so beautiful. I love it. All right, let's finish off with, let me get the numerology deck. Let's just finish with some final words of wisdom, of potential advice for you. Nature. Go out in nature. Connect with nature. Yeah, it can be in any kind of way. Nature is that natural world, that our animal friends, plants, being out in nature. Somehow this is going to be really helpful to you, really healing. And compassion. Having compassion for yourself, having compassion for your person. You you love them so much, and sometimes they come to you with things and you're just like rolling your eyes like, what? Oh God, what now? But we all have these moments. We all do this to each other, and you're just like, you know what? I love you. So I'm going to stay open, and I'm going to work on compromising. I'm going to do the best I can. And that's all anyone can do, really. Um, on your person side, you get environment. Yeah, absolutely. Go take a hike with your person. Your environment, or they're better to say for them, environment is really important. Where they're at really affects them and how they feel. So it's all about creating for them, creating an environment where they feel comfortable and supported and nurtured. And yeah, maybe going out into nature. um, and effort. Your person is willing to make as much effort as you are, and they are willing to compromise as well. They love you very, very much. And no matter how difficult it's been, it's it's fine. And they understand they're better for it. They're learning to love themselves so that they can continue to make that effort. So it's very sweet. A very sweet reading, Capricorn. I wish you well in this journey. Um, Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you being here. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world. And I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And thank you so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing.